Demon Snake Latte. Once upon a time, at Satan's airport coffee and pastry kiosk, an upset customer brought back a drink and set it on the counter. She waited until Satan was free and got his attention. This is her story. "There is something wrong with my order," the woman argued. Her name was Susan, and she was annoyed. "This tastes funny to me." Satan picked up the cup and took a slow sip. "Mocha latte, right? I just made this for you." "Correct," the woman replied. "Tastes fine to me." "No, it's very bitter, and the cup rattles and moves on its own when you set it down." Satan set the cup on the counter, popped off the lid and looked inside. "I don't see anything," he stated, and stepped away. "I want a refund," Susan snapped. "Don't just walk away." I gave you what you ordered, ma'am," Satan barked back. "Normally, we'd make you a new cup, but there isn't anything wrong with that one. We have a strict no-refund policy, especially for bitches like you." Susan looked into the cup and saw something swimming in the hot coffee. "What is that?" she asked in horror. "Demon snakes," Satan replied with a wave of his hand. "That is what you ordered." "No, it's not." Satan pointed to the menu board behind the counter. "It clearly says all lattes are made with demon snakes. Can't you read?" Susan leaned in close to read the very fine print. "Do you expect anyone to read that?"
"I can read it, why can't you?"
Satan replied with a snark. "What do you expect? This place is run by me, the devil himself." "I thought the Satan part was a marketing ploy. Like when they say hot sauce is as hot as the sun, they don't mean the actual sun." Satan pointed to his front-facing horns and then rubbed his red, scaly skin. "What part of Satan don't you understand?" "I thought it was a costume," Susan barked, "like the McDonald's clown." "We have no clowns here, missy. It's not my fault if you can't figure out what's right in front of you. Now take the coffee before it gets cold and leave. I'm tired of you and your outfit. You look like a prison guard in that dress." "I am a prison guard," Susan yelled. Satan shook his head and asked, "Only job you could get with that face?" Belief. Susan dumped the demon snake latte on the counter and slammed the cup down. "How dare you?" she asked. "You know, I was going to go against my policy and give you a full refund, but not anymore," Satan replied, wiping hot coffee out of his red, glowing eyes. Now leave before I call airport security." "For what?" "Disturbing the peace," Satan replied. It was then the airport manager arrived at the kiosk and motioned with his hands to keep the noise down.
"Will you both stop yelling? I'm getting complaints."
"This bitch doesn't know when to go away,"
Satan said with his massive red arms folded. "Will you call security? She needs a full body cavity check." The airport manager replied, "We only do that to suspected drug mules." "She looks like a mule to me," Satan replied with a grin. "What exactly is the problem?" the manager asked. Susan, finally able to make her case, explained, "This asshole served me my latte with demonic snakes swimming around inside." "Demon snakes, honey, not demonic snakes. There is a difference. If you had read the menu board, you would have known that," Satan explained. "Those are demon snakes?" the airport manager asked. "I thought those were malted milk balls,"